there is no defendant in the. I'm the defendant in the case. Am I the defendant in the case? There's no victim. There's no victim to my crime, correct?
You have drug charges: possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and driving while suspended are your 3 charges.
Yeah, but no victim, correct?
All right, folks, I've got a wild one for you today. Easily one of the most clueless sovereign citizens I've ever featured on this channel. This guy seriously needs a law book. Or 5. He walks into court completely unaware that he's the defendant. Like, how do you show up to your own trial and not realize you're the one on trial? Drop a comment below and let me know. On a scale of 1 to 10, how lost do you think this guy is? I'll share my rating at the end. Spoiler alert, it's definitely over 10. Now, just to be fair, I'm not sure if this guy is dealing with some mental health issues, so I'm going to try to be respectful where it counts. But wow, this one's a ride. Let's dive in.
Good afternoon. Your name, sir?
David Walker.
Yeah, it looks like he has 2 files.
I see that. All right, we'll next take up 2 cases, both entitled State of Kansas versus David Wayne Walker, 22 CR 398 and 22 CR 508. All right, we'll first take up 22 CR 508. This is my case, Mr. Walker. You failed to appear in front of me on July 17th for your preliminary hearing control docket. Where were you that day?
It's safe for sure, sir.
Okay, well, I issued a bench warrant bond forfeiture and set a new bond in the amount of $10,000 cash or surety. Are you still representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
You want to continue representing yourself?
Look at me. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the paper. Yes, sir. Don't have any money to.
Pardon?
Yes, I guess I'll represent myself.
Okay, you understand that if you can't afford to hire an attorney, one would be appointed for you.
I don't know what he would do for me.
Okay, well, he could provide you legal advice and perhaps advance any defenses you may have had, but if you want to represent yourself, you have that right. I just want to make sure you understand that if you can't afford an attorney and would like to have one represented you, I would appoint one for you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you wish to continue representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
The docket notes don't reflect if a waiver of counsel was ever signed. Do you have any notes that would reflect that he's waived counsel on the record or otherwise, Ms. Norris?
Your Honor, I just note that on December 30th of 2022, defendant stated that he would hire his own counsel, and then he had a failure to appear, and on May 5th, we did not appoint any counsel. I don't show an actual waiver, and the notes don't reflect that he did a waiver on the record. It just says that he would hire his own attorney.
Okay. Well, Mr. Walker, you've indicated here on the record that you wish to waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself. So I'm going to have you, if the jail has one, sign a waiver of counsel. Do you have a form?
I believe so.
All right. Can you read through that? Make sure you understand it. If you have any questions, be sure to ask me.
There's no defendant in the. I'm the defendant in the case. Am I the defendant in the case?
Now, do you guys see why I was wondering if this guy might be mentally challenged? Look, I'm the last person to clown on someone with a disability, but seriously, this dude seems like he's running on fumes, brain cell-wise. At this point, there's really no excuse. He was offered free legal counsel, turned it down, And now he's sitting there about to sign a form that literally says he understands the risks of representing himself. And what's the first thing he asks the judge? Am I the defendant? Like, come on. Can someone please make this make sense in the comments? Because I honestly don't know if this is some bizarre part of the sovereign citizen script or if this guy is just completely lost. You're in a courtroom. You're already incarcerated. How do you not know you're the one on trial? Even if you've never seen a single episode of Law and Order, that should be obvious. If this is all part of the Sovereign Citizen Act, it's hands down one of the most unconvincing performances I've ever seen. Let me know what you think about this guy. Down below, all right. Let's jump back into it.
There's no victim. There's no victim to my crime, correct? The crime that I'm accused of, there is no victim in the crime.
The state of Kansas, you have drug charges, possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and driving while suspended are your 3 charges.
Yeah, but no victim, correct? No victim in the crime? No victim?
I'm not sure I understand your question and what that has to do with your waiver of counsel.
Well, I'm the defendant. There must be someone making a claim
The state of Kansas is making the charges against you, Mr. Walker.
The state of Kansas is the victim.
The state of Kansas charged you with these crimes. Do you wish to represent yourself or do you wish to have an attorney representing you?
I will represent myself.
You've got a waiver of counsel in front of you, correct?
Yes, I suppose so. Why do I need to sign? Why do I need to sign it? Why do I need to sign this?
Because I like to have it documented in the file that you understand that you have a right to have an attorney representing you, and that if you can't afford to hire one, one would be appointed for you. And you understand that, and knowing those rights, you wish to represent yourself. That just documents that for the court file.
What I don't understand is why there is charges against me when there is no victim.
All right, Mr. Walker, I'm not going to play this game this afternoon. I'm going to set this case
Why are we playing a game?
in front of me on
I'm asking a question.
Clip 3. They really need to just let this guy get all his questions on the record because apparently he's got some very deep thoughts coming up. Like, am I incarcerated right now? And are you the judge? Yes. Seriously. At this point, this dude might need a full-on reality check. Part of me feels like this sovereign citizen is either playing dumb or playing crazy. I mean, asking the judge on the record if he's the defendant? That could be his way of pretending he doesn't understand anything, maybe trying to set the stage for an appeal down the line. If you didn't know, there's actually a legal strategy called ineffective assistance of counsel, where a defendant claims they didn't understand their rights or the charges in hopes of getting a verdict overturned. So honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if that's what he's aiming for here. But what do you guys think? Is this guy putting on an act, or is he really just that clueless? It's hard to tell at this point. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's dive back in.
Really
October.
trying to understand.
Mr. Walker, your case is being set on October 10th at 2:30 in front of myself, and that will be done by Zoom. That's the felony preliminary hearing control docket, October 10th at 2:30.
Your Honor.
You got a $10,000 cash or surety bond on that case.
Yeah. I was wondering if I would be able to have access to certain legal things to be able to put my case up.
I believe they've got a law library there at the jail. I'm
Oh,
not
they
sure
do?
what kind of access they provide to you, but you can consult with somebody there at the jail.
Okay.
All right, I'm now going to take up 22 CR 398. This is Judge Webster's case. Looks like you failed to appear in front of her on July 31st. She set a new bond for $6,000 cash or surety. You've already had a first appearance, so I'm going to set this in front of Judge Webster on October 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. That will be by Zoom, October 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. So again, your bond is $6,000 cash or surety. Anything else on this case, Ms. Norris?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Your Honor, was the time for court on October 10th for 22 CR 508, was that 2:30?
That's correct.
Just clarifying. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we'll be in recess. Mr. Walker, you are excused. Thank you.
Well, one thing's for sure. This guy won't be getting out anytime soon. Too bad he didn't have the chance to get free legal counsel. Oh, wait. He did. Look, I get that sovereign citizens are deep in their conspiracy brains, but I'll never understand why they don't at least get standby counsel. Like the law's gonna come at you regardless of what you believe. If these guys really think the court has no jurisdiction, then why not just stay silent? Honestly, I'd respect that more than these ridiculous scripts. It's like they're so obsessed with these delusions that they can't even make the smart play when it's staring them in the face. Take this guy. He was offered help, and he turned it down like it was some kind of setup. And now he doesn't even understand the basics of his own case. I do feel a little bad for him, I really do. Maybe he's mentally challenged, maybe not. But even that doesn't justify diving headfirst into the sovereign citizen rabbit hole. These people act like they're above the law. But here's the truth. The law doesn't care what they think. The system will move forward, with or without their consent, and no-nonsense script is going to change that. Honestly, it's kind of sad to watch. Entertaining, sure, but still sad. Because if this guy had even a shred of common sense, he could have had someone helping him navigate all this. Instead, he's out here asking the judge if he's the defendant. It's just, wow. Let me know what you thought about this court hearing in the comments. Was this guy just playing dumb? Or does he really have no clue what's going on? Either way, this was a complete mess for him. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want more content like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.